Hi. Come to standing in front of your hammock. Hook your thumb and fan out the fabric. Feel grounded in your feet, loose through the hips, and take in the beautiful hue of colour. Gather up 6 handfuls and let's slide the right leg into the hammock. Pulling down on the front piece, slide the back hand around to bring the hammock to the back of the knee. Let's take a few breaths here, grounding yourself. Breathing into the belly. As you inhale, the abdomen rises. Let's draw the hands overhead. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring them down through the heart center. Let's slide the right leg in, so hook the fabric to the back of the foot and then take the same the other side. Pull down on the front piece of fabric to stack the hips so that you've got a nice straight spine. Bring one foot inside, followed by the other, coming into a Baddha Konasana, so your soles of the feet are together, knees wide, breathing into the hips here. Take a few breaths here. Get used to the sensation of the movement, feeling suspended and supported. Breathing here. Let's extend one leg out, followed by the other, coming through the same side. Slide the hands up the back of the fabric to slide the hips around. Take an inhale, exhale, fold, hooking the elbows on the back of the hammock. Forward fold here. Drawing the knees together, squeezing the legs together, point the toes. Take an inhale, reach up for the fabric, flex forwards. Exhale, round the back, navel towards the spine. As you inhale, you're opening the chest. And with the exhale, finding space between the shoulder blades. It's like a cat-cow motion or ocean breath. Really warm up the spine here, keeping us young and flexible. Let's take one more forward fold, hook the elbows, inhale, exhale, fold. Reaching up, let's take a twist. So remember to roll the shoulders back and down, bring one arm through the center. When you're ready, take an inhale, reach up, exhale to the other side, gazing over that shoulder. Squeezing the legs together, point the toes, staying strong through the core. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Lovely. So gather up the fabric with your right hand at your ear height and then reach up as high as you can with the other hand to shift the weight around. So we'll take angel abs here. As you inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, tuck, knees to chest. Holding on just to the back of the fabric for some support there. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Reach up for the back of the fabric, shift the weight around, coming back into a bucket seat. We'll take the other side. Gather up one side at ear height, reach up as high as you can with the other hand, and shift the weight, stacking the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck. Finding some nice movement here. Enjoying the motion, the breeze. Reaching up, coming back around to your bucket seat. Okay, let's warm into the core now. So just elevate the legs. Maybe you're bending the knees, maybe they're straight. And you could take a few breaths here, pulsing the arms. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Keeping some space through the chin and the chest, taking your gaze high. Let's tuck. Knees to chest. Inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Pressing the navel towards the spine here, nice and strong. Let's take some scissor kicks, raising the legs high as you gently tap one foot above the other, switching as you lower. Reach up for the back of the fabric. And let's find a back bend here. So squeezing the legs down into the hammock. And when you're ready, rolling up, reaching up, inhale, breathing all the way, take your time. Here you could now step out of your hammock or take a somersault. Gather up by your ears, both sides, extend the legs, leaning back, knees into chest, feet come overhead, holding on tight, Tadasana. If you have a friend close by, maybe you could spot each other with this one. Okay, let's slide the hands down, coming into a basic hand lock. And fold, extend forwards, feeling grounded through the feet. Let's take some side stretches here. So as your arms come to the right, the left hip presses back. And as you bring your arms to the left, the right hip presses back. So feeling a really nice stretch through the side body. So really concentrate on bringing the energy and awareness to keeping those hips straight behind you. When you're ready, come up. Let's widen the hands now. And we'll take some hip circles. So inhale, draw the knee up. And bring it around. Just using the hammock there as an aid to balance. Nice and strong in that standing leg. When you're ready, take the other side. Inhale, knee up and out. Making circles here. Lovely. Take a deep breath, reset, roll the shoulders back. Let's bring the fabric behind you now. So the hammock should be tucked right underneath the shoulder blades, the scapula, around where your bra strap would be if you wear a bra. And you can lock that in. You will feel some compression through the armpits and the front of the shoulders. That's completely normal. Bring your right foot onto the left knee to open it up. Taking a few breaths here, stretching down the right thigh and the glute. Let's take an inhale, extend the leg, point the toe, exhale, tap. Inhale, extend, exhale, tap. And when you're ready, step that right foot back behind you. Square the hips to the front of the mat. So the right hip comes forward, left hip comes back. Scoop the tailbone down, feeling an opening through the front of the right hip flexors. It's a crescent lunge. Let's pivot that back foot, come into a warrior two pose. Rolling the shoulders back and down, opening the hips to the long edge of the mat now. Breathing here. Let's slide that right arm down the back leg for a reverse warrior. You can reach up for your hammock now and take some lunge jumps if you feel to. Until you switch legs, so bringing the left leg behind you now. Coming into that crescent lunge, reaching up. Maybe really leaning back into the fabric while scooping the tailbone. Finding a nice back bend here. Keeping the right knee over the ankle. And when you're ready, let's open it up, warrior two. So bringing the arms out, gazing over the right fingertips now. Slide that hand back, reverse warrior. Lovely, reaching up for the fabric, come back to standing in the center, coming through a chair pose here. So really lengthen through the tailbone, drawing the tailbone down for a nice straight spine. Let's bring that left foot onto the right knee now to find that stretch. Extend the legs and the arms, pressing back. Pele's power. Step in through, step one foot underneath you, and then come forwards into a supported plank. Back into Pele's power. There's a modification here. You can bring hands to your head. Just take some pressure off the neck. And start finding some movement here, bending one knee, swaying, and then the other, feeling fluid, grounded, strong, with movement. Lovely, one more, supported plank, strong through the core, press the hips through, nice straight line. Lovely, and when you're ready, reset, so coming up to standing, and then come back down onto your knees. We'll take some hip circles, serpent spirals. Staying connected through the tops of the feet. It's okay if the knees come off a little, and it's okay if the fabric slides down a little bit or slides up. Just keep maintaining that grip. So as you saw in the video there, you bring your hands through to prayer pose in front of you, and then bring them through the center and wrap. So you're reaching up. Lovely, so you're nice and secure. Let's take the other direction. Really connecting to your sacral chakra here, the divine goddess within, your creativity center. And let's get some blood back in the hands, reset there. Lovely, bringing the hammock in front of you now. Take an overhand grip, and let's move into a downward dog. So pressing the fabric into the right hip, step back with the right foot, bring the right hand down, and then pressing the fabric into the left side, stepping back. So you really want it in the hip flexor here. You could even slide one foot up the outside, hooking it around for a three-legged dog. Taking a few breaths here. And when you're ready, bring that foot down, reaching up with the left foot, sliding it up. Really pressing the earth away with the arms, rolling the shoulders back into their pockets. Lovely, slide that leg down. Let's take a hip hang here, so you can allow the feet to come off, maybe crossing the ankles. And then see how it feels to release the hands, maybe just turning the palms face up to the sky. With the breath, find some length. Allow the spine to lengthen. Surrender into it. You can explore here with your arms. See what feels good for you. And when you're ready, bring the feet and the hands back down to the mat. Walk them in together, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Head comes up last. Exhale. Let's take a squat pose here. It's nice to reset after an inversion. Okay, bringing the fabric behind you, placing it around the sacrum, above the bottom, above the glutes. Lean back, keep the knees nice and wide, feet come out wide. And when you feel ready, you can release here. A nice yoni refill. So tips for success here, keep those legs nice and wide. And when you're ready, you can release the hands. Let's bring one foot across the front of the fabrics. So bending the knee. And then you can drop the other leg back, the other foot, reach for it. This is like an inverted king pigeon. So opening through the hips. And when you're ready, coming back through the straddle pose, you can bring the other leg across the front of the two pieces of hammock. Reach back with the other foot. And see if you can clasp it in your hands. Opening through the chest, the shoulders. Bringing the legs wide now. Reach up for the hammock. Inhale. Slowly come all the way up. And let's take another yogi squat here, just to recover from the inversion. Take a few breaths. Okay, so coming with the fabric in front of you, fan it out. Gather up 6 handfuls. Bring your weight into the left leg, and we'll slide the right leg in. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. So bringing that left hand through the center tunnel of the fabric. Rolling the shoulders back and down, breathing here. Standing tall in that standing leg. Okay, let's float the leg out wide now, opening in the hips. Pressing the leg into the hammock. And don't sink into that standing leg, nice and strong, standing tall. Take an inhale, let's exhale, fold over that leg. Using your breath here, inhale coming all the way up. Let's take a couple of pliés here. So turning your body so that your supported leg in the hammock is coming out to your side. Turn the toes out to the corners of the mat and plié. Okay, now turning so that your leg in the hammock is behind you. Reach up as high as you can, holding on. Lovely, and you can elevate that leg that was standing. There's another option here to make the fabric like a band, bring it down to the ankle, and really find some space there. Lengthen the leg behind you. Nice and tall through the spine here, don't sink into the lower back. The back bend comes from the upper back. Okay, so slide the fabric back up to your glute, bend the knee, and press onto the ball of the back foot, holding the 2 pieces like ropes by the sides. This is similar to pigeon pose, but it's different how on the mat you would be working into the psoas and the glutes. This one, it's more in the hip flexors of the standing leg. Let's take the other side. So bringing the other leg into the fabric. Don't collapse into that standing side, nice and tall, pressing the earth away, drawing energy up. Swaying the legs side to side. And then take an inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up. Let's take a twist now. Exhale. Reaching through with one arm, twisting towards that supported leg. Lovely, when you're ready, come back to center. Let's bend into the knee, take pigeon pose this side. So really pressing onto the ball of the standing foot, coming forwards, opening through the hip flexors. Coming back to standing. Let's rotate around, so coming with the leg behind you here, reach up as high as you can. And when you're ready, take that leg off of the ground. Lovely. So really pressing the leg into the fabric and finding a nice tall spine there. Coming all the way back around, sliding the foot out of the hammock. Here's the other option this side. Just showing you a different angle here. So kicking that back foot away. Remember to reach nice and high. Lovely. Take a breath here. Okay, let's move into Baddha Konasana squared, cobbler's pose, inverted. Bring one foot into the fabric, arms come up high, step in, soles of the feet together, knees come out wide. So the fabric is in your hip flexors. Keeping working the feet towards the earth, thumbs down, holding on at your waist height. And then extend the arms as you fold forwards. And when you're ready, you can release the hands. So just exploring with the arms here. Take a few breaths and really allow the spine to elongate, to decompress. Find that length. So I'll show you how to get out of this one. Maybe you'd like to rewind, watch this a few times until you're comfortable with it, and then we'll go through it together. So when you're ready, reaching up, thumbs down, pulling yourself all the way up, and then bringing the hands around, stepping out. So one more time. Foot comes in, followed by the other foot, sole of the feet together. Thumbs down, hands on the hammock, and then folding forwards, working the soles of the feet energetically towards the earth. So you're nice and supported here. You're really locked into the fabric. So you can stay there as long as you like. When you're ready to come out, take a grip with the thumbs down as though you're putting your thumbs in your back pockets, but you bring them to your waist height. And then reach up, stepping out. Lovely. So let's fly now. So bring the fabric into your hip crease. Walk forward as far as you can until you can't walk any further. Again, thumbs down. Bring them up as high as you can on the fabric, holding on. Opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back, and you can take a step off of the mat and fly here. Squeeze the legs together. Toes pointed. Find your balance point. Maybe exploring with the legs here, bending one knee. Keep those toes pointed. Lovely. When you're ready, you can step back down onto the mat, coming all the way up. Reset, roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, let's move into plow pose here. So fanning out the fabric, gather up 9 handfuls and bring the fabric behind you. So you can step up, slide into the hammock. So here, you just want that nice little cap of the fabric over the shoulder. So when there's too much, you'll need to press one foot into the fabric to inchworm your way up so that there's not a rolled lip around the neck. You just want that edge of the fabric capping your shoulders. Bring the other part of the fabric over the legs like a blanket. Reach up for the back. Knees come into chest, feet come overhead. Lovely. So just keeping the hips over the shoulders here. The feet are supported in the hammock here. Breathing. When you're ready, coming all the way back down. Free the legs. Walk the hands up to seated. And step out of the fabric. Lovely. Okay, so an overhand grip here. Step into the hammock with one foot, reaching up. Bring the left leg wide and the foot comes around the front so that the hammock is locked into your left hip crease. You can hold on with the right hand, reach up with the left and bring it through the center. Bring your hands to our heart center. So you're locked in here with the left hip and the right shoulder. Supported. Breathe. When you're ready, you can bring the hands back around. Let's change feet. So standing with the left foot, bringing the right leg out wide, foot comes around the front, again locking in with the fabric in the right hip crease. Holding on with the left hand this time, you can bring the right hand through the center and tuck it behind that right shoulder. Hands to heart center, breathing here. When you're ready to come out, hold on with the left hand, the right hand comes up and through, holding on, release the foot. So bringing one arm back through the front here, wrap the fabric with the arms. The thumbs are close to your body. And rolling the shoulders back and down, you can press out, dancing on air here, a zoomies dance. When you're ready, bend the knees, lift the hips, bring the feet back into the fabric. And come all the way out, point one toe, slide down into a trapeze swing. Lovely. Stepping out of the hammock now. Let's prepare for final relaxation, Shavasana. So fan out the fabric, gather up your 6 handfuls behind you. Step into the hammock, test your wingspan. Make sure the fabric can cover your head here. And gently ease the body back, sliding down. Hook one heel into the edge and the other, extend the legs. You can bring palms together overhead, maybe cross the hands across the chest. See whatever feels good for you to just surrender here into your personal pod of contemplation. Allow the breath to find a natural rhythm. Don't try to control it. Just follow the breath here. Bring your awareness to your face, your forehead, your eyes, your jaw. Relax. Consciously relax every muscle in the body. Your neck, shoulders, arms, hands, relax. Your spine, chest, ribs, abdomen, completely relaxed. Your thighs, glutes, knees and legs, relaxed. Your ankles, feet and toes. With every breath, your body melts deeper and deeper into the hammock, completely supported. Surrender, let go. When you're ready, take a deep inhale, gently move the fingers and toes. Free the feet from the hammock, reach up. Slowly sit all the way up. When you're ready, step out of your hammock, come to sitting on your mat and take a moment here to feel love, gratitude, compassion for yourself for showing up. Feel grounded here. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.